Are you waiting to do live video because you are afraid of being bullied? Are you afraid of being criticized by people that you know or that you don't know? Or is it something even deeper? It's okay, whatever it is. My name's Elaine Williams, and I help people just like you get confident and comfortable on camera. And I teach you how to feel your most attractive and grounded. And I teach tools about how to always know what to say. So today I wanted to talk about, there's kind of two different things going on with most people I have found. I have helped hundreds of business owners, people who have nonprofits, and even people who are doing crowdfunding to make videos that are engaging and fun, and so they can be themselves and be authentic. And, we have a lot of blocks. I used to teach just how to be more effective as a public speaker, and that is scary for a lot of people. And then I realized, oh my gosh, being on camera is even more like, whoa, for a lot of people. And I was that way too. And I believe that there are two things that are going on. First of all, in this world that we're in, where we're all so connected and everybody's on social media, there is fear of the trolls, of the people who have nothing better to do all day than sit around and make snarky comments at people. And I want to tell you a quick story. When I first started doing Facebook Live, I was kind of like, hi, I hope you like me. I hope I'm not too much of a bother. Like, that's not what I was saying, but that's who I was being because I was scared of being bullied. And that's how I was when I first started doing stand-up comedy. Like, is this funny? I hope you like it. Very sort of pleading and begging and not from an empowered place. And luckily, one of my mentors shared a story how she had been bullied in a very public way. And her mentor had said, yes, that means you are on your way. That is a great sign. That means you're cutting through all of the noise and the mishigas, and you are boldly speaking your truth, your voice. And that means there's always somebody who's going to take offense to that. Think about it. Oprah, think about Bono, anybody who's really doing major things in the world, they have critics. So being bullied is a good sign. Embrace it. Embrace it. Don't bow down to their level. And she actually dealt with this in a very public, professional way. And the lady later came and apologized, saying she'd had a bad day. So it can actually add to your engagement, and controversy can be good. So don't worry about being bullied. It's actually a sign that you are like, woohoo, going places. So that reframe really freed me up to just be myself. Some people are going to dig me and some people will not. Some people will think I'm too much. I have too much energy. I lean into the camera, whatever. I know that I am not everybody's cup of tea. And that's okay. I'd rather be my authentic, vulnerable, emotional, slightly goofy self for the people who do vibe with me, because then I can better serve you than if I'm trying to be this sort of perfect, polished, corporate somebody that's not me. So that's the first thing, is let go, reframe about worrying about the cyber bullies. And now I want to talk about another bully. This bully is always with us. This bully is the harshest critic of all. This bully is really cutting. And it's you. You. Your inner critic. That ego, that identity that says, ooh, don't do that. I wouldn't do that if I were you. You're going to get, you're going to get danger. Will Robinson, don't put yourself out there. So many people I know have said they hate the way they look. They hate the way they sound. They don't know what they're going to say. They get stressed out. And I know for a fact from working with hundreds of clients and students that people are the most scared of themselves. I see this with my coaching every day. People who say, well, I don't deserve that because of we have these hidden beliefs and we have these criticisms, and I'll give you an example. I did an early morning TV interview, and I had just gone through a rough time in my life, and I kind of threw myself together, and I didn't want to bring anybody with me to this interview because I had to leave at like 5 in the morning. And I was nervous, and I had not done as much training. This is 10 years ago. And I had not done as much training. I know now anytime I'm sitting on camera, I need to be sitting up, like really pulled up. But at the time, I was on a stool, and it was early morning, and I was a little hunched, And the camera shot is like 3 seconds of me sort of hunched from the side, and then it goes back to this. But you would think, like, when I first saw that, I was like, oh my God, I look like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like, I was freaking out. I was like, and like nobody else was paying attention to it like I was. And luckily, after years and years and years, I can kind of look at it and laugh and say, I know more now. And that's why it's good to have a million interviews before you get on Oprah's couch, so that you know all the little tricks to do with your media. But I share that story because I bet you're the same way. Who are we really scared about is ourselves. That inner critic can be brutal. And so I challenge you to start noticing the way you speak to yourself. When I've spoken on college campuses for years, I say, no, we would never be friends with anybody who spoke to us the way we speak to ourselves. So that alone, that level of awareness can change your life. And I just invite you to consider one more point is your why big enough? Left to my own devices, I probably would not go work out the way I do. I would not go to my meditation meetings all the time. And I would not make as many videos and put myself out there more. But my why is bigger than me. And I have Post-it notes around my place that say, it's not even about you, Elaine. I'm on a mission to help heal the world with love and laughter and light. I had 3 addictions. I was assaulted. I've overcome a lot. I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to be alive. And I know that I want to make a difference in the world, and I need help. I cannot do it alone. So I'm on a mission to help 1 million people find their voices and share their stories and their love and light and laughter. Maybe it's through stand-up, maybe it's through telling your story, maybe it's through your nonprofit, maybe it's through crowdfunding, maybe it's through getting your business going. It can be lots of different forms of expression. But when your why is bigger, like bigger than you and your own considerations, it helps you press that start button on your Facebook Live, on your YouTube, on whatever you're doing, on the blog. Left to my own devices, I keep wanting to go back and be more comfortable. That's just human nature. But I am pressing on because I have a vision and I have a mission. And I believe that you do too. So those are my 3 points today for you. So reframe being worried about being cyberbullied. Notice your own self-talk and the way you talk to yourself, and notice if that is one of the reasons you're stopping being blocked from making video. And make your why big, like way bigger than you. I did the MS, the charity bike ride for MS. And I signed up because a friend encouraged me to. And I'm not a really big bike rider. I spin at the gym, hot yoga, jogging, running, lots of other things. But bike riding, but I knew if I was committed to something bigger than me and to a bigger cause and raising money to do research for this horrible disease, that would get me up and on my training rides when it was cold, when it was raining, when it was slippery. Oh, I didn't want to do that. But the why got me out of bed to do something bigger and greater than myself. So thank you for watching. I hope that you got something out of this. I would love to know your why. If you want to leave a comment below, I would be delighted. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you on the screen soon. Bye for now. Bye.